Dear friends, leadership and influence are two powerful tools that can change the course of history, the face of communities, and the fate of people. These essential qualities of great minds, past and present, not only shape our future, but also make an indelible impression on the life of each of us. Today I want to talk about the importance of leadership and influence in our daily lives and how we can use these qualities to achieve success in any field. Leadership is not just the ability to manage others or be at the head of a group. It's the ability to inspire, motivate, and support the people you work with to achieve common goals together. Great leaders are not necessarily born, they become so through perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. When we talk about influence, we mean the ability to have a meaningful impact on the thoughts, feelings, behavior, and decisions of others. Influence does not require power, it requires respect, trust, and authority. Influence is a subtle art of persuasion that can lead to great changes without the use of force. How can we cultivate these qualities in ourselves? Let me suggest a few key strategies. 1. Understand your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Leadership requires self-knowledge. You need to know what your strengths are and how to use them, as well as recognize and improve weaknesses. 2. Study constantly. The world is changing at an incredible rate, and in order to stay relevant, we must be ready to learn all our lives. Investments in your education and development will never be in vain. 3. Be a role model. Great leadership begins with a personal example. Your actions and deeds should reflect what you preach and inspire others to follow you. 4. Build relationships based on trust and respect. Mutual trust and respect are the fundamental stones of influence. Without them, you won't be able to build long-term, influential relationships. 5. Listen and understand. Great leaders know that communication is not only about communicating messages, but also listening. Openness to other people's ideas and opinions helps not only in understanding the needs and desires of others, but also in developing the most effective solutions. 6. Take responsibility and act decisively. Great leadership requires determination and a willingness to take responsibility even in the most difficult situations. 7. Inspire and motivate. Your ability to inspire is what determines your influence. Show others a vision for a better future and help them imagine how they can be part of this change. 8. Show empathy and empathy. This will not only help you better understand those you seek to inspire, but it will also create strong emotional connections that are the key to influence. 9. Be consistent and persistent. Leadership and influence do not come overnight. It is the result of constant effort and unwavering dedication to one's ideals and goals. By cultivating these qualities and strategies in yourself, you can not only become an effective leader, but also create an environment in which each member of your team can achieve success. Great leaders are able to see the potential in people and make it a reality, and that's what makes them real agents of change. Leadership and influence are not just innate qualities assigned by fate only to a select few. It is an art that can be honed by anyone who is willing to put time, effort, and soul into developing their abilities and striving to lead. At the beginning of this journey, it is important to understand that leadership does not necessarily mean having an official title or a place in the hierarchy. Leadership is the ability to influence people around you, motivate them, and direct their efforts to achieve a common goal. A leader is not the one who stands in front, but the one who leads. To become a true leader, you need to start with self-development. Get to know yourself, your strengths and weaknesses, your fears and dreams. Becoming a leader begins with honest and deep introspection. Develop empathy, learn to listen and understand others. Remember that leadership is not just about you, it's about how you can influence the lives of others, how you can help them develop and reach their full potential. A key aspect of leadership is visionary, the ability to see the bigger picture, dream and set ambitious but achievable goals. The leader unites people around a common idea, creates meaning and direction. Your task is not only to show the direction, but also to inspire the team to move forward, regardless of the obstacles that arise in the way. But what makes a leader truly great? This is his ability to take responsibility for his decisions, his willingness to stand on the first line in difficult times, and his ability to admit mistakes and learn from them. Leadership entails great responsibility, but it also provides the opportunity to have a significant impact on the world and people's lives. Don't be afraid of failure. Every failure is not just a scar, it is a reward for courage, a lesson that brings you closer to success. The greatest leaders in history were not perfect. They made mistakes, suffered defeats, but they did not give up. They used these lessons to grow and become stronger. It is also important to remember that leadership and influence require not only inner strength from you, but also constant learning and adaptation. The world is constantly changing, and only those who continue to learn and grow with the world will be able to remain an effective leader. Remember that each of us has the potential for leadership. Greatness sleeps inside everyone, the ability to lead and create change. Your journey can begin today. Only one decision is required, the decision to stand up and take the first step. Leadership and influence are the two most important components of success in any field of activity. Each of us has the potential for greatness, but to realize it requires not only a desire, but also an understanding of how to influence others, inspiring them to achieve common goals. Today I would like to talk about how to develop these qualities in yourself and use them to achieve personal and professional heights. First of all, let's define what leadership is. Leadership is not just the ability to manage others. This is the art of motivating and inspiring people to move forward, solve difficult tasks together, and achieve their goals. A leader is a person who sees the future better than it is now and is able to convince others of this. What about influence? Influence is the power that makes leadership possible. Influence does not mean domination or manipulation. Influence is the ability to have a positive effect on a person or group of people so that they voluntarily follow you, support your ideas, and are ready to act. So how do you develop these qualities? Here are some steps that will help you with this. Understand your goals. You can't inspire others if you don't know where you're going. Define your goals and be confident in them. Develop empathy. To influence people, you need to understand them. Learn to listen and hear. Try to understand the motives and feelings of others. Be a role model. People rarely follow those who do not follow their own principles. Practice what you preach. Develop your communication skills. Successful leadership depends on your ability to communicate effectively. Consider being clear and convincing. Show gratitude and appreciation. Evaluating and recognizing the contribution of each team member not only increases motivation, but also strengthens your influence. Be prepared to take risks. Leadership requires the courage to make decisions and take responsibility for them. Do not be afraid of failures, because it is through mistakes that learning and growth take place. Continuously learn. The world does not stand still, and in order to stay at the forefront, you need to constantly develop, learn new things, and be ready for changes. Remember, leadership and influence don't come instantly. This is a path full of challenges and discoveries. But it is he who leads to true satisfaction from life and work. You have the potential of a great leader. Believe in yourself. Go ahead, don't be afraid to make mistakes and learn from your mistakes. Your future and the future of those you can pave the way for are in your hands. Let's create it together.